I hate the mainstream media, especially the mainstream news media. It's either propaganda for the left, or it's depressing stuff, all kinds of crimes and murders and things that we can't do anything about anyway. Or it's just bullcrap, DumbBell news, like slow day in the newsroom, desperate to get views type stuff, which are nothing.
Did you know that turkey contains a substance that'll make you sleep?
The upshot of that is that turkey, yes, has tryptophan in it, so does beans, so does a whole bunch of other stuff. But the amount of tryptophan in it is so small that if you want to get tryptophan from turkey to make you sleep, you'd have to eat about 100 turkeys, and then you'd be sleeping for good. You'd be dead.
Did you know that beer has a substance that's good for the heart?
Oh, really? Yeah, no. The amount of whatever it is in beer that's supposed to be so heart healthy is so small that you'd have to drink about 1,000 cups or 1,000 mugs of beer just to get enough that substance to help your heart. So what is the point of reports like that? Just to get views, that's all. They're nothing. There was one recently that someone told me about, and it just ticked me off because not only was it a DumbBell report, it was one that played on gender roles again. Society is so saturated with people having conniptions over their gender, especially females. Everywhere, feminism.
Girls aren't getting enough of this. Men are getting more of this and that. We women aren't getting enough of this. Men are getting more than we're getting. Blah, blah, blah.
It was the same thing with this. It was, the headline was something to the effect of,
women don't get as many lead roles in movies as men do.
The upshot of that was they were simply talking about action movies. Well, the action movies cater to a certain demographic, and I would imagine that probably the actors themselves who are acting in these movies would probably rather act in that particular genre than in some other genre. So, of course, you're going to get more men in action movies, just like you're going to get more lead women in romantic comedy movies. That's just how the ball rolls. It has nothing to do with gender inequality or discrimination or any kind of crap like that. So seriously, what was the point of pointing out the obvious that yes, there are lots of men in action movies? What was the point of that? It was just to get views and maybe get people feeling a little bit riled up because the way it was presented was supposed to kind of get women's ire up a little bit, only to let them down with, well, they're talking about action movies anyway, right? Yeah, no. Seriously, the media, it just stinks. Literally, it is a media circus, and it's not even a good circus either. I prefer a real circus to the media circus, I'll tell you that. It's just absolutely stupid out there. And I am so sick of all the gender crap. I wish people would, especially girls, would get over being female and stop envying guys so much for all kinds of things that really don't even exist. And when you get the movies thing, family entertainment, and probably horror and a whole bunch of other movie genres, fantasy, they have an equal representation of men and women in these movies. And who cares whether or not it's all leads? Not everybody can be a lead. Really, I don't care if the character leading is a man or a woman or a couple or a group. I really don't care, and I wish other people would stop caring too. No, we don't need more women leads in anything just to do some kind of gender balance to please feminists. Ghostbusters tried that in 2016. I was against it. I made a video about it a while back because some feminist was getting all butt burned over the fact that people were not quite so enthralled with the idea because it was obviously a feminist push. That's what that movie was all about. It wasn't really about remaking Ghostbusters. It was about pushing a feminist agenda. It's just seriously, we don't need feminism. We've got equal rights, we've got equal pay for equal work, we've got all that. We're not in need of more empowerment and more roles in things just because we're women. We don't need that. So shut up about it already and just get a freaking life. Yeah, the news media stinks.